Hello and welcome. Here we are in the beginning of the month of December for our Stillness and Action walk and talk. And here, rather than walk and talk, it's more going to be sit and talk a little. And there is a sense of December entering into winter. And if we're really listening to the seasons, instead of the clamour about Christmas, there is a sense of slowing down. Everything is slowing down. And here, as I am sitting, there's the chance to really just enjoy and be with everything quietly. So I am sitting here next to this rock, and I need to turn you the other way. So I'm sitting here, and I'm going to turn the camera so that you can see where I'm sitting. And here, this beautiful, beautiful place with open fields. And now that these fields are quieter, less active than they used to be when they were first created by removing rocks and felling trees. And here now, there are horses occasionally in the spring and the autumn, but it's a very quiet place. And I'm more and more aware of this integration, this being a part of nature. Our presence here, creating beautiful spaces, bringing resonance and beauty. And even this pile of rocks, which looks like a wall, but really it was to clear the fields of rocks, clear the land. And now covered, after years and years, covered in thick, beautiful moss. And the different varieties of moss. This has been a fabulous year for moss, so damp and warm. It has grown enormously. I just love putting my hand, feeling the moss. Sengpa, bringing her presence here too. And I'm going to walk just a little way. Because when we're out for a walk, we rarely stop to look at the detail. And just to place a hand on the trunk of any tree. This is just any tree. I often go for special trees, ancient trees, but even these trees. And you can see I've sprained my wrist yesterday, so I am very much into slowing down, connecting directly with the tree, what grows on the tree. All the way from the roots. This is what I love about the sense of trees. They're a little like standing stones that rooting, just by touching a tree, we can share that sense of being rooted at the same time as lifting to the sky. And how often do we just look up and enjoy just the blue of the sky? And the shadow and the light. all the life, all the coordination, integration. The sun. And I'm going to swing now across to a field of a very strange well, strange is not strange to me anymore. Right at the beginning it really bothered me. And actually what you see here is ski station, ski lift bubbles, protected, each one individually with tarpaulin. And they, to start with, they felt so out of place. And now I'm working at it, finding their value. Here, Fabien, he takes what would be discarded from the ski stations and repurposes the ski lifts, the ski bubbles, for individuals or for bars and pubs and restaurants and people having them in their garden, so that they get another lease of life. And he does a really good job of making them beautiful again. So I'm now more at ease with the fields being full of not animals, not growth, but actually repurposing. And isn't that interesting? This is what our role is now, more and more. How do we repurpose? How do we, it's more than recycling, how do we create from what we've already created and already used and use again? And I am going to walk now near the dry leaves. Because I wanted to bring to the other side of this mound of rocks, to where the grass has grown and is still frosted from the morning. And again, when we slow down, we don't just walk past, but we slow down. Just the magical crystals that have grown overnight, each blade of grass. Each leaf. And where the sunshine, they melt away, and with the clear skies, it'll all be recreated the next day. This cycle of creating, melting, creating. And I, of course, am out here in the mountains, but also in the cities. We had a wonderful talk, the community Stillness in Action talk, gathering together in person, virtually in person. And there was this wonderful tension between being out in the wilderness and the mountains and finding the same connection with nature, the same being a part of nature in the city, in the towns, and really finding a way of living and breathing this who we are in the boardrooms, in meetings, in the office, still finding our sense of being a part of nature. Thank you for joining me. And if you find yourself taking a photo of something surprising that has caught your eye, or even a video, please feel free to post it. Go well.